Yo, everybody, welcome back to the family. It's a beautiful Sunday this side. I love that music. Should I just put there and then keep talking? Come on, guys. Yeah. Must unite. Must unite. Must unite. Must unite. Must unite. Woo! Must unite. Must unite. Come on. Must unite. Must unite. Must unite. Come on. Must unite. Hey, I gotta make some sound through this instruments here because I've been using for a long time and I gotta make music with this. I think it's good. Must unite. Hey, must unite. Must unite. Must unite. Must unite. Hey, hello everybody. It's good to see you guys here. Welcome to the family. I love you guys. First of all, before I begin, I just want to respond to my brother here, Kana Kwamba Kwetu Sunyare, all the way from Somalia, I believe. He said, brother, did you know African peacekeeping forces in Somalia are the main problem for Somalia? So the question is, Somalia not part of Africa? Somalia been in this situation for 31 years, and I don't see African crying to help Somalia. Congo, same situation. Why no one is helping them? I'm going to pray to start with the session. God, I thank you for today. I thank you for bringing everybody from all over the world to talk and discuss about the future, the present, and the fate of Africa. So today, as we are having this discussion, as we are having this short discussion with everybody out there, God, I pray that your presence and your spirit and your wisdom, God, will be with us. At the end of the day, the unit that we are asking for, the perfect unit, come from you. So help us understand one another, help us to extend grace with one another. I submit everything in your name. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. To begin, I want to respond with this sentence right here. Brother, I don't know if you have been following Swahili Nation for a while. I have been on the front line to represent Somalia. And in every single reaction that I have done, in every single video that I've done about Somalia, I've always spoken about this. Always. So please, you can, for my side, you can go on the playlist that we have Somalia playlist there. You will see a playlist. You will see, every single video I'll be mentioning and talking about Somalia. I've always been frontline to talk about that. And we've been talking about that a lot. In this session right now that we have, you can see the title. The title says, Africa must wake up now. It's a call for unity, right? And it's a call for that peace. So I understand your concern, but you are in the right place. This is the place where we can talk about this. For example, I'm going to be sharing the link here in the comment section, and you can come actually share about it. So it's about us talking about that. It's about you talking about that. And this is the platform where you can do that. As we were doing live stream yesterday, one of our brothers said, it's very rare to find a live stream like this and everybody can just come and share whatever, like anyone. Because that's what it happens all the time. I share the link and anyone from, like, everyone. It doesn't matter. It's you, or it doesn't matter what profession you are. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. There's no any restriction. Anyone can come and share. You cannot really find that in a lot of places. And especially when you're talking about topics like this, you'll find people who are sitting, like, always just talk, always just deliver. If you guys will have a chance, you only ask questions. But not here in Swahili Nation. Here in Swahili Nation, you guys have a shot to come and share. So about this concern, now is the time. If you feel like people are not really talking enough about that, then right now you can start, and you have this platform to do that. All right. I hope I answer your question, Kana Kwamba Kwetu. I will be sharing the link with you. Please respond. If you're still there, respond, and I will give you a chance to come and to share your thoughts. I see Professor Kuru is right here. Professor Kuru, I appreciate. Share something here from Al Jazeera YouTube. I appreciate Professor Kuru. Yeah, let me see here. Professor Kuru is a beautiful family member of One Africa Forum. Let me see what he's sharing here. But I cannot really show on the live stream, but you guys, you can go ahead and check it out because of the copyright, right? Yeah, but let me take a moment to welcome everybody today. Again, welcome, guys, to One Africa Forum. And it's Sunday. And let me take this out. It's a Sunday, and most of people I know, they are in church today. They went to pray, and I know a lot of people have been praying for, Ethiopia and for Africa, for everything that is going on. I just want to shout out to everybody that joined here before I begin. Smart in Amharic, I appreciate for joining. Adugna Abebe, appreciate for joining. The Caleb, appreciate for joining. Taseo, Bethlehem. Oh, Bethlehem, that's a good name. Kelemua, Rita, Solomon, Fikir, Kanakwamba, Salam, and I have this, I cannot read this name, but I appreciate Host Game. And we have Selam, Berhane, Go DJ, Berhamu, Aida, Rita again. These people I mentioned: Mickey, Emmanuel, Professor Kuru, Danny, and yes. Let me say, I see the suggestion from Go DJ. He say, I think we should reach out to other YouTubers also, like Word Admire. This isn't something you can handle on. Let me just say this: I don't believe that this I can handle myself. That's why we have a panel here every single day, and we have you guys that can come and share your opinion and things you think about Africa. About other YouTubers, everybody has different mission, right? What admire, I really admire the work that he's doing, and he's doing to change the perspective and narratives of Africa. That's another way of uniting Africa, and you see how much he impacts the world. So he has a mission that he's doing to change the narratives, negative perceptions about Africa, and he's doing amazing. And I watch his video, and I do a lot of reaction to his video, and I love that guy. He's an amazing guy. He does on his own, and we do on our own. But at the same time, when you see what he's doing, and when you see what I do, and when you see what another YouTuber doing, we are basically doing the same work, and that is to bring Africa into another level, into the new perspective. So I hope that in the near future we'll have, some collaboration, we'll have some talks. I really hope, and I cannot wait for that. But this is an amazing suggestion, and even myself personally, I already reached out to Wodemaya a couple times. So I hope in the near future we'll have something that we'll work on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very excited for that. I reached out to Wodemaya a couple times, and hopefully, one day we'll have something to work on. Wodemaya, he's a very busy guy. He's always moving here and there to work and all those kind of stuff. So yeah. But I really, we all appreciate what Wodemaya is doing for Africa, and so many other guys. Yes. All right. Appreciate everybody who is joining here. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you guys. Well, I just thought I should come here for a quick live stream and talking to you guys. And that guy from Facebook, if you're here, just let me know in the comment section. I'll give you a chance to come and to share. Kanakwamba. Yes, if you're here, this is your platform. You can talk about it. It's for everybody. Yeah. So, God's is a Sunday, and I want to share something here that I will build my point on. All right, because my title here, I said, Africa must wake up right now. And I want to share some beautiful words here from the book of Psalm 133. I appreciate and acknowledge everybody that is here. I believe that there are Christians here, there are Muslims here, there's Somalis, there's Ethiopians, Tanzanians, and different countries here joining us today. And that is amazing. This place, it doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter what you worship. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter. All of us, we are the people of God, and we're here to discuss and to talk about the fate of Africa. So with all being said, I want to build my point in this scripture from the book of Psalm 133, verse 1 and 2. You guys, know this one. Most of you know this. Look at this. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. Just verse number 1. Look at that. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. It is like precious oil poured out on the head, running down on the beard, running down on Aaron's beard, down on the collar of his robe. It is as the dew of Hermon were falling on Mount Zion. For there the Lord bestow his blessing, ever life forevermore. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Just verse number 1. Okay, right here. Let me highlight here. Let me highlight this. Okay, I need to cancel this and then coming back here. Look at that. Would you take a look at that? Would you take a look at that, guys? How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. So this is what I believe. My belief is this, that you guys are God's people. My belief is me, I am a God people. I'm a God person. My belief is Africans are God's people. My belief is everybody is God's people. That's my belief. No matter what they are doing, no matter who they are, but God created them. We are God's people. And he says how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. I always talk about this. I always say this, that unity is not just an idea that comes from nowhere. Unity is God's will. Unity is something that God himself wants his people to be united. One is people to become one. One is people to become one. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. That's the will of God there. Live together in unity. So when you're talking about Africa must wake up right now, Africa must come together and unite together and become one thing. You have to understand that we are not talking about something that is out there somewhere. No, we are talking about God's people. We're talking about God's will. We're talking about what is the best for everybody in Africa. And that is unity. And here on my screen, you can see I'm talking about African youth must wake up now. It is time for youth to take initiative. And this is what we are doing right now. This is what we are doing right now. Oh, I see someone here. Julia Sky, appreciate for what you said. Yeah, it's one of the beautiful thing that has happened. There are people, and this is my focus, and I want to share with you guys. I'm talking about that comment. There are people who are doing amazing. They have an amazing idea for Africa. They have an amazing idea for unity in Africa, but they don't have platform. And this is their platform. That's why I created Swahili Nation. That's why we have this One Africa Forum, because it's a platform for those people who don't have a platform like this to share, to come and to raise their voice. Because every YouTuber, they have different goals, they have different vision. But the YouTube that I create, my goal and my vision is you guys to raise your voice, is you guys to come and to raise your voice. Just take an example of the panel that we have been having in One Africa Forum. Take an example of everybody that has been coming here and share. Take an example of Pastor Ezra, Professor Kuru, Professor Ezra, the voice or the chief, right? Sister Netsi. Take an example for all these people. And yesterday we had Abdi here. Take an example of everybody who comes here and raise their voice. The reason why we have been raising our voice, the reason why this has been going on so well, because these are amazing people. Maybe they didn't have a platform like this before, right? Maybe you didn't have a platform like this before, but now you have a chance, you have an opportunity to actually come and to raise your voice, to actually come and speak out about things that means a lot to you. And it doesn't matter whether you're famous or you're not. It doesn't matter whether you know things or you don't. It doesn't matter whether you're professional or not. It doesn't matter, but you come and raise your voice. Instead of saying that, oh, why this is not happening? Why no one is talking about me? Why nobody's talking about us? No, come, talk about it. Because this is your platform. I'm going to go ahead and read some comments here of people and as well share the link in the comment section, because I always love involving you guys here. It's a link there. So if you want to come and raise your voice, this is the moment. Come and raise your voice. Let me see here. Wake up Africa, we have to stand together. Yes, for that. Hi, brother from another mother. Thank you for what you're doing. One Africa, much love. Yes, we thank God. Hello all followers Africans. Tafadhali amkeni, njoo umoja na nguvu zaidi. Huu ndio wakati halisi wa kufanya hivyo. He spoke Swahili here. He basically say, please, wake up. Come come together. Njoo umoja na nguvu zaidi. Come together, right? Because like the unity is power, right? This is the time. This is the right time to do so. That's basically what it say. Tazera. Appreciate, man. You speak Swahili, Tazera? Wow, that's amazing. Rita says, if God wants Adam to be alone, he wouldn't create his wife Eve. A human being cannot live by his own. I am alive because so many people are alive. Yes, unity is mandatory. Yes, that's really good analogy. That's an amazing point of view. Why don't we collect petition for unity that can submit it to AU? You know, AU themselves, their basic foundation, their basic vision is unity for Africa. So they already know that unity is very necessary. But it can be a good idea if one Africa we come with a petition that Africa must unite right now, right? That's a good idea, Smart in America. It's a good idea. Danny here say the symbolic location of African Union, unity and independence is Addis Ababa. All African must come together to defend the sovereignty of the Ethiopian nation and the continent as a whole. Yeah, what's up to that? That's what we are doing, and that's why we are calling everybody to come. We fight Al-Shabaab in Somalia. We have negotiated both Sudans to come up with peace. We will play the role of African Union. Everybody choose to be silent like we are out of the continent. All right, I think Rita was answering the other person as well. Wake up, guys. I'm just going to read your comments for some time because sometimes we talk a lot and then we don't read your comments. So if you have ideas, if you have comments, please comment. And also if you can come on the live stream, I share the link to share your ideas, right? This is your moment. Because later on when we have a One Africa Forum, you know, sometimes it's hard to talk for everybody to talk. Wake up and stand. We are all in this. Thank you for creating awareness. Appreciate a Jerusalem hunt. What I mean is the current situation going on in Ethiopia needs more attention. Yes, and I gotta say this: a lot of people are talking about the current situation in Ethiopia. All right, and you can go on Twitter, you can see how many people are involved. Right, I see Ugandan, writing tweets, all the time about it. I see a lot of people being involved in the situation. So to be honest, like the attention and the awareness has been raised a lot, and people they know. Like I'm looking at the YouTube, I see how many people are talking about the current situation in Ethiopia. So I think it's the time to really, really be grateful right now, because a lot of people have been talking and a lot of people have been bringing this awareness to so many areas. And it's amazing. It's amazing to see how many people are involved in this. It's amazing. Go DJ playlist. It's amazing to see how many people are involved in this. So I think we have to be grateful for what is happening right now. It's amazing. And we're gonna keep talk about it, and at the same time without leaving our African brothers and sisters. Hello, Swahili Nation. Oh, Fatou Muhammad, it's good to see you again, all the way from Djibouti. And I wanted to share something about, Djibouti, because somebody shared with me the video. Djibouti is very interesting place. And Djibouti is one place that a lot of foreign countries, they're interested. And they have different reasons. The location of Djibouti is like Djibouti is here, right? And Yemen is right there. And Djibouti is one place that does this a gateway of the this sea, right? So people from the West, when they want to come with the ship West or Europe, or when they want to ship to Africa, they can either go around all the continent of go around all the continent of Africa, or they can just cross by this Djibouti, because Djibouti is right here, Yemen is right here, and there's a gap here. So Djibouti has always been in the interest of foreign power. For instance, I don't know if you guys knew this. I just found out today that in Djibouti, there are 4 different military bases. There's Japanese military base, there's American military base, there is Chinese military base, because China, they have only one, their first international military base they built in Africa, Djibouti. And there's a French military base. Guys, 4 of them. And Djibouti, you know, is a very small country, right? But there are 4 different military bases in Djibouti. So ask yourself this question. That why, this is the question that I was asking myself, why there are all these 4 military bases in Djibouti, in the, like, nearby the Horn of Africa? Why is there? Why there's so much interest in that part? Then when you think about it, first of all, there's so many reasons. For example, for Americans, you know, the war that is going on in Yemen, and it's been going on for a long time. They always wanted to be a little bit close to that, to do whatever that they can do, you know, with the Middle East and things like that. But when you look at Chinese, the project and the different agreements that are, you know, they're making with Africa and with Djibouti government, man, I was watching this video today and I was scared, because one of the things, you know, China and America, they don't really have good, you know, relationship. They don't really have good diplomatic relationship. They don't have it. So if anything goes wrong in this land, if all these different sides, like, they don't agree in certain things, in certain ways, and start fighting, people that are going to be affected is the people of Djibouti and people of Africa. There are 4 different military bases right there. Military base from outside. When I was seeing that, man, I was like, dang, this doesn't look good. Because when foreigner come to your country and build military base in your country, because they say they want to fight against Al-Shabaab, I believe there's an other interest they have, the Horn of Africa. And that's why the other day, yesterday, when I came here yesterday to do a live stream about Ethiopia, I showed the BBC interview. You can see the plane, American plane, military plane, flying all the way to Djibouti. And I didn't know that they have a military base in Djibouti. And their interest is in the Horn of Africa, is in the Eastern Africa, because there's so much in Eastern Africa, so much ports, minerals, so much in Eastern Africa. That's their interest. And when you have a foreign military base in your continent, it's very risky. It's very risky. Because imagine if I'm saying if, I pray that it's never going to happen. So if the war happened between any African country and US, they have their base already in Djibouti. They'll literally fire. You saw what they were preparing with BBS News, right? BBC News. They'll be firing from Djibouti to any other country in Africa. Can you imagine, in Africa, within Africa, firing from another African neighbor to another country within Africa? This is not looking good. This is not looking good. When I was watching that, I was thinking that, man, I just hope that, I don't know, like, how did this happen? Because if we have unity and if we have African Union, things like this will never happen, because everybody has. Ask yourself this question, man. Ask, why 4 different military bases built in Djibouti? Ask yourself, why all of these 4 different countries in a small country building the base in Djibouti? What is in Djibouti? What is in there? Like, you have to be even surprised. Like, why? What is in there? Why there's so much interest by everybody, French, Japanese, Chinese, and American, in Djibouti? And Djibouti is in Africa. So ask yourself that. And when you ask yourself that, you realize that, dang, man, there's some interest. Let me see, Red Sea say, Mika, the US in 2018 tried to engage my country government if they could move the US base into Eritrea, but the government of my country wasn't interested because we do not trust the US. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's amazing. And he say from 1950 to 1960, the US used to have military base in Eritrea. Wow. So something bad happened, Red Sea Youth. Man, why don't you come and share a little bit on the live stream here, if you don't mind? This is amazing. That's why we're having this conversation. It's good. From 1950 to 1960, they had. So right now, guys, the tension going on between Ethiopia and the US, and there is US military base in Djibouti, just next to Ethiopia. And they are preparing, getting ready for anything. They say we have been preparing enough. We are ready. So if there's anything will happen, it will be happening from Djibouti to Ethiopia. Do you see how close it is? Do you see, guys? I'm telling you this, man. I am against. I'll just tell you the truth, man. I am against with Americans building military base in Africa. I'm against that. I am against that 100%, 1000%. Yesterday we were speaking about African Union. Man, if we have African Union, you know what? We can have the one army for Africa. So many countries in Africa, they're wasting so much money because of military. So many countries in Africa waste a lot of money. That money will be used for education, for developing our continent, right? And we could have only one African Union army. That would be the strongest army you've never seen, because you'll have some soldiers from Ethiopia, from Somalia, from Tanzania, from Kenya, from South Africa, imagine, from Egypt, imagine, from Sudan. You'll have soldiers from everywhere around Africa together joining hands. I'm telling you, Al-Shabaab will get rid of them. Boko Haram will get rid of them. There's no terrorist that will be able to stand if we have African Union army. I'm telling you. Because whatever is going on, if it's going on in Somalia, we have Al-Shabaab, you know what? We send that army right there. If there's something going on in Ethiopia, there's a terrorist attack there, we send our people there. Imagine, man, those people, they'll be protecting the territory of Africa. We're talking about African Union. We're talking about one Africa. It's not just about, economic, but it's about the military service. It's about the safety of our continent as well. See how many things now we're spending time for one military group in one country to fight with another military group in Africa. That's what is happening right now with your neighboring country, fighting with one another. Imagine if we have one military, an African Union, and one Africa. I love calling it one Africa. One Africa. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that even, you see the U.S. military preparing for their attacks. They're going all the way to Djibouti, getting ready for anything, man. And I'm like, man, this is African country right there. There are currently 5 military bases. Dang. Thank you, Professor Kuru. Exactly. I know that. Smart in America. I know that in Somalia, man, like Mogadishu, the capital city, is one of the safest places, man, on earth. That people, they are working overnight. And there's like people, they say it's safer at night than during the day. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But look at the news. I was watching the news today, and this is how they define it, Somalia. They said Somalia, the place that has always been having civil wars, the place that is having civil wars for decades now. That's how they define Somalia. It doesn't matter whether there's a peace right now in Somalia or not, but they say it's a place where there have always been civil wars. That's how they define Somalia. I'm telling you, even other African people, when you ask about Somalia, the only thing they think about is civil wars. That's their mindset. That's the mindset that is that the Western medias feed into people, because always you see some bad things happening. And this is strategy, guys. This is strategy. I gotta say this. This is strategy. Now it makes sense. This is the big strategy. It's a big strategy. Because for many years right now, the media has been portraying the Horn of Africa as a not peaceful country, peaceful place. Pirates. That's what you will hear people talking about. Pirates. There are pirates everywhere. The pirates don't. That Djibouti place in that place in the ocean, that is the most pirated place. That's what they say. I was watching the news. That's what they say, Western media. And they say this place has always been having civil wars. That's what they're saying all the time. And that's what people believe about Somalia, about the Horn of Africa. And that's why all these military bases, they came all the way to Djibouti, believing that we're coming to fight against Al-Shabaab. For God's sake, man, cut the crap. You've been there. You have like 5 different military bases and you cannot fight Al-Shabaab? Because then what are you doing there? And Africa, man, this should be, we should say no. Somebody say something very important here yesterday. And I wrote the note down. Let me read it. I wrote the note down. Somebody comment. That's why I love, Swahili Nation family, because you guys are smart. You guys are really smart. And let me tell you something, guys. A lot of you are thanking me. Man, I always say, guys, don't thank me. In here, One African Swahili Nation, we have so many brain. Some other things that I talk about are things that you guys have suggested. It's not my own thing. You know what I'm saying? It's collective work. He said this. He said this. I don't remember his name, but if you're here, please let me know. He said, modern colonial in form of democracy and investment. He said, right now, the neo-colonialism that we're talking about, it's in the face of democracy. That I'm talking about the US. They always talk about democracy. But when you look at the US, they support even non-democratic leaders who support their ideology and their idea. So they don't really stand for democracy, as they say, but they stand with those leaders who support their agenda, their ideas. And they always fight with China, because China is the biggest competitor of US, because China has managed to invest in so many countries in Africa. They give so much money. For example, Nigeria, it owes China a lot of billions of money. The same thing to Kenya. Same thing to my brothers and sisters in Kenya. And so many other countries in Africa. They have so much debt. So you have people who they always stand in the image of democracy, that we want democracy for you, and you have another people who standing in the image of investment. All this is neo-colonial. They have the same agenda, and that is taking advantage of Africa. So what can we do? Once we have unity in Africa, and I hope maybe unity will happen after many years, all right. But our leaders in Africa, what we have to get in our mind is that investment, democracy, whatever the ideology, whatever the idea is, first of all, if it's investment, then it should first and foremost benefit the people of that country. If it is jobs, if it is high position in that company, if it is like the board committee, we need to have people from that country. One thing that our ex-president did in Tanzania, I just heard this story a couple of days ago, that there was this one university that it was built by the people of India, and the leadership and the organizing, everything, it was the people of India. They were organizing and leading everything. But when he came, he said, no, this is not going to happen. We need Tanzanian to be in charge of the leadership as well. We need us in your leadership system. And you know what happened? Those people, they said no. That university, it was university, man. It was like the medicine university. It was one of the best university. They closed their university. They said, we don't agree. They left. People, they have been working in Tanzania for a long time. They had their university. A lot of students, they were getting scholarship inside it. There were like just a little number of students from Tanzania getting scholarship. But most of students in that school, they were coming from abroad. That university is in Tanzania. A lot of students who are studying medicine are coming from abroad. And there's a little number. My best friend, he graduated there. He was telling me the other day. There's a very little number of students that they were getting scholarship from here, Tanzania. And most of them, they're coming from abroad. So basically, it was not really for people of Tanzania, but it was just a little branch of their university here to bring other people to get that scholarship here in Tanzania. When President came, President Magufuli, RIP, he said, no, I need my people to take in charge of this place. And they say no, they walk away, and it was closed. It was closed. Until right now, it's not operating. I don't know if right now anything will change, but it was closed. So let me tell you this: if your mentality is to help, to support the effort of the government of the country, why do you have to close when I want my people to be there? And this is one thing. Another thing is that when there's different projects that were coming, all these aids and loans coming here in this country, he just wanted one thing. He said that, first of all, I want these projects to be 50-50. You guys are supporting us, good, but I want it to be 50-50. And second, I want this to be partnership. I don't want you guys to take in charge of everything. No, I want it to be, we have engineers, we have people who can do. I want this to be partnership. A lot of private sectors, they say no, and they walked away. And that's why during his regime, a lot of private sectors didn't survive. And so he had so many critics that, you're killing private sector. And it's true. A lot of private sectors ran away. They disappeared. And situation, it was bad because for a long time, the economy was depending on also private sector and what they're doing. But when he came, he brought this new ideology, new way, because he has been seeing things happening for a long time and people they didn't like. And private sector, they walked away. This is what Professor Kuru was talking about the other day, that we're talking about unity. How much are we willing to sacrifice? Because when you make decisions like this, there are people who will walk away. You're not going to be able to get your money anymore. You're not going to be able to get investment like the way you used to make, but because you're changing the system. He was changing the software and he was changing the system, and things were still moving forward. Because people that he got, people that they were coming to invest, they were clean people. There were people that they didn't focus on the corruption, but the people that they had really genuine heart to support. They came to invest. And right now, as I'm saying, so many projects here in Tanzania, they are being done by Koreans. Koreans. Even the biggest bridge that is being built on the ocean, Surrender Bridge, Koreans are building it. The ship, there's a ship are building in Mwanza, Koreans are doing it. There are like hospital has been built here in Tanzania, Korean did it. Because a lot of people, like even himself, president, he was not doing any project with, like, it was a lot of things that were happening with Chinese and everything. It was postponed. I mean, it was stopped. So why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because it really matters how much we're willing to sacrifice and how much we're willing to go far. Because when we put our stand, there are people who will walk away believing that we are going to fall, believing that Africa will never stand alone. There are people who will walk away. The investors will walk away, and you're not going to be able to get a taxi, to get money. You're not going to be able to do that. So even your economy might shake a little bit, but it's worth it for the future Africa. Those are kind of decisions that we can make today, and our kids 40, 30, 20 years later will thank us. We'll put our names on the YouTube like this and say that I thank you for the sacrifice you have made for Africa. And let me show here. All right? Because I love this picture so much. My profile picture from Twitter, right? Our kids will come here. At that time, I don't know if there will be YouTube or will be something else. Will come here and show us something like this. Something like this. We show our pictures on the screen because of the sacrifice that we made. Let me read comments a little bit before continuing. So many beautiful comments here. Let me see. I'm avoiding to read comments that to be honest, I am scared that outcome will not be for only Ethiopian. It will come to the crisis for the whole world. That is how our nations can be superpower if we have one super army. Somaliland. Russia is building a new base in North Sudan. Why they're interested in the Horn of Africa? What are they? You see, man. You see. Our Russians are coming in. Man, Africa is like, which other country they will allow all those? Not only do we need to get rid of these bases, foreign embassies also serve the same purpose as military bases. That's so true. Recently, I have one. So recently, one embassy announced to close their work here in Tanzania because basically because there's something that was going on and they didn't agree on, so they decided to close. And we said bye bye, go in peace. We need to be very careful with things like this. Very careful. Africa unity is luxury these days, given a growing importance of ethnic-based politics. If African unity had to happen, it would have just been the 1960s and 70s. That's a very interesting point. Mohammed Sayed Shabab is a product of failed US policy in our region. Most of the time it happens like that. US is a fake democracy and they are left behind. China will take over the world in 2025. Man, I want Africa to take over the world this time, you know what I'm saying? Because China is just the new US. Africa needs to decouple herself from non-African countries. In Djibouti, there are United States, Japan, France, Italy, Spain, and most recent China and Saudi Arabia. Dang. Man, what? I had no idea. Oh. Professor Kuru, thank you. Total 7? Guys, 7. Ask yourself, man, what is in the Horn of Africa? What is in Djibouti? There's oil in that region. And let me tell you something. If you see them in Djibouti, it doesn't mean that they're just in Djibouti. They are in Eastern Africa because they'll always do research. They'll always go in Ethiopia. They'll go to Somalia. They'll go to this area, that area. Man, whatever is going on in that place, whatever they're planning, whatever is being built in that ground, it might be scarier than we think. We might think it's just military base, but that place, there might be so many things going on down there, below that area. I'm telling you. Don't be surprised if there's people who are taking oil every single day there. Don't be surprised. Man, one Africa, man. Unity, man. One Africa, man. We need one. We need African Union, man, because we gotta kick those people out of this place. What are you there to? What are you protecting? Why do you need like 7 military bases for what? For what purposes? What must be done for Africans must be done by Africans exclusive. Yes. Yes. Africa needs to wake up. Organize media youth association to bring awareness how to West evil trying to exploit Africa in the name of democracy and humanitarian aids. Yeah, it's been like that for a long time, and we know these things, but I don't know why our leaders are being tricked. You know, we're one nation, Kanea, Ethiopia. I believe you mean Kenya, right? Ethiopia, Sudan, Djibouti, the same language, culture, food. Unbelievable. That's why I will miss him so much. R.I.P. Magufuli, man. That guy, I gotta say this, man. He was not perfect, right? But things and his stand and things he believed in. And I'm telling you the same thing. Even these guys here on the picture, some of them they were called dictators. Some of them they were called all kind of names. But you know what they did for the country, for the Africa. Because when you have a good leader who's standing for his people, they'll always call them dictator. Dictator based on what? Based on the US democracy. We have our own democracy. So for me, I don't care. Even if a leader stay there for 20 years, 30 years, honestly, it depends on the constitution of that country. I'll respect it. I'll respect it as long as I see things are moving forward. You stay there, move things forward. Look at what Kagame is doing for that country, Rwanda. Does everything right? No, he don't do everything right, but at least he's doing something for the country. At least he's the model. People are looking after him. All Western countries make their profit from conflict of African, and they spend remaining amount in the name of aid. All a horrible Africa should have to wake up. It's so sad, man. It's so sad that Africa is like the trash place that people are coming to fight, to cause fight, to take things they want, and to walk away. It's so sad. It's so sad. Dear brother, I appreciate what you're doing, understanding the situation in Ethiopia. It's not civil war, it's a colonial war. That's what I said yesterday. It would be good other African YouTuber followed your way. What am I? This guy is doing an amazing work, guys. I know, people might not be talking about the current situation, but they're doing an amazing work to build up the good image of Africa. Yeah, this thing is a calling too. It's a calling, so it's not just something that everybody can talk about. We want that, but it's not something that can happen all the time. I doubt it very much. Africa politicians can change much in their country because of the pressure from the West. We people have power. Yes, we people have power. Yes, if we stand and we speak one language, and that is unity. I'm telling you, let's do it here in One Africa Forum. If we all unite, we speak one language about one Africa. We speak one language. I'm telling you, our leaders, they will get our attention because we, the people, we decide how our country is being run. We decided. People's voice matters. Your voice matters. That's why we have here Swahili Nation for y'all. That's why you can come join and raise your voice. We matter. You matter. The time is different, Yal Jim. The time is different. All African leaders and African youth generations are smart and will not fooled by the old Western colonial mentality. Yes, yes to that. And that's what is happening right now. We are awake. We are awake. Can't let anybody take advantage of us. And I hate how these people from other nations, the way they treat Africans when they come to Africa. I hate it. Hate it so bad. It's bad to see. And if you're working for those organizations, and if there's somebody that is treating you worse, I'm telling you, man, okay, money is good. Maybe you're working there for money, but I'm telling you guys, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Otherwise, we'll be humiliated and disregarded until Jesus comes back. And we cannot allow that to happen. Unity will not make us rich. This guy right here, Julius Kambalaganya, in this picture, he said, unity will not make us rich, but it will make it difficult for Africans to be disregarded and humiliated by other powers. So stand your ground. I hate when I see like Chinese companies or, Korean companies or American companies. And then you have like some local people working there, but they're being treated like trash. I'm like, you are in my country and you treat my people like this, man. That's why I cannot, man. I'll tell you, our ex-president, man, that guy, he used to fire. Like he fired a lot of Chinese bosses here because there's that one video he trained. That guy, he was like literally like sticking some, some workers. That guy, he fired a lot of them. Fired a lot of them. He was like, how can you be in my country and treat my people like this? Man, our people, they are humiliated by all these people, by all these investors. We so-called investors. They're humiliated. When you go to those companies, man, they're humiliated in our own land. This is why we're saying neocolonialism. Man, this has to stop. Because Africans, when you go out there, I lived in Korea for 9 years. I was experiencing racism every single day. I'm not disregarding every good thing that has happened. No, I'm not disregarding that. Okay, yes, I had some good moments, but also I had some bad moments every single day. When you see Africans outside their country, they're being mistreated all the time. And then you are coming to our country, you're investing in our country, you still mistreat our people. Get the heck out of our country. Get the heck out of our country. What our leaders are doing, what our leaders are doing. Because when we go out there, we are disregarded and humiliated because of the color of our skin, because we're black. I lived with people, they never thought I was an African. They thought I was an American. And they will ask me, are you from America? I'm like, I'm from Africa. How did you come here? Like, I walked from Tanzania to Korea. That's how I came here. How can you ask me, how did I come here? What kind of question is this? How can you ask me, do you have rice in your country? How can you ask me, do you have toilets? What kind of question is that? That's what we experience when we were going out. African diaspora, that's what they experience. But the same thing we experience in our own continent. Man, how crazy is this? You have some investors here, foreign companies, they're trading some people like shit. I'm sorry for the language. This has to stop. And we have leaders. So stand your ground. I know money is good, but money is just papers. Money is just papers. I'll give you this exclusive today. Okay, this is exclusive. After I graduate my school, all right, I haven't told my story yet. I'm gonna come with my story one day. Let me share with this little bit with you. After I graduated from my school, I stayed 9 months. I wanted to rest. During that 9 months, I did one television show. And let me show you. Okay? Let me show you here. Most of you guys, maybe you know this. Called My Neighbor Chess episode. Okay, let me show you guys. So after I graduated, I stayed nine months without working because I graduated and I wanted to rest. 9 months. And then within those 9 months, I got opportunity to do this show. I don't know if you guys know, very famous Korean show called My Neighbor Chess, right here on KBS. KBS is like Korean broadcast system. It's like the main cable, like it's the national television, right here, 170. So you guys, if you have some time, you can watch this. All right, and you can put like some caption in. I believe they have caption in English. Let me do this. I cannot show it here, but I need to copy the link and share with you guys, right? So if you have some time, check this out. Watch it. I'm going to tell you the story very soon. So I did this show. After I did this show, one boss saw me on TV, and he wanted to work with me. And you will see in this show, right? So I went to start working with him. First month, it was good. Second month, it was good. I was his favorite. He loved me so much. He spoke about me all the time. He did everything. And I was the first foreigner to go to that company. Did amazing things. 3 months, did amazing things. 4 months, things started to change. I was the first one to get there, but I managed to build a team of 30 different people. 30 different people, including, friend from Nigeria, another friend from Kenya, and from Finland. And we had a big team. And I was the first one. Now, 8 months, I knew that I'm not supposed to be there. So I decided to quit. I was receiving a lot of money. My salary, it was more than the team leader that we had. A lot of money. I had insurance. I had visa. All insurances in Korea, I had them. Visa. I had good life. I had money. I had money. And it's just the first time. I just went to the company for the first time. I was receiving almost to $3,000 per month. Per month, guys. 8 months. After 8 months, I knew that I'm not supposed to be there because, first reason, I didn't like how the boss treated people. How he treated us. It was very aggressive. Very aggressive. You work and you receive your salary, but he makes you feel like he's doing you a favor to give you salary. No, guys, if you're working, it's obvious you need to receive salary. And you don't even have to say thank you. He has to tell you thank you for what you've done because you're working for his company. and he's giving you what you deserve because of your work. It's a business relationship. You're working, you receive money. But he wanted us to see him as God, to thank him as God for everything that is doing. Thank you so much. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted from me. And I was like, I'm not going to bow down to you. You ain't God. I'm here. I'm doing my work. And that's all. Man, it was bad. I don't just want to say everything because I really don't want to paint anyone bad, but it was really bad. 8 months, it was bad. So I had to make a decision to stay there because of money or to run away and to protect my soul. I had to make that decision. So in 8 months, I had a meeting with him. For the first time, I never spoke anything. He has been very aggressive. He has been like attacking everybody in the company. Nobody walked away because everybody want to make some money. 8 months, I'm having this meeting face to face with him in the room. I never spoke anything. And I've been hurt. I sat down looking after him and I asked him that one question. I asked him one question. I look at his face and I asked him, do you need me here? And he told me this. If you're like this, I don't really need you. I just wanted one answer. I cannot walk the place that I'm not needed. I will be where I'm needed. So I walk away. I quit. I wrote my resignation letter the next day. I submitted. At that time, I don't have plan B. I don't have plan B, guys. I don't have anything. No, I had a little bit of saving. I walked away. And he tried to paint me so bad in the company. So bad. So many like wrong things, so many negative things he said to people. But anyways, I walked away. But one thing that I did right, I had a team. Guys, imagine I was the first one, but I managed to create a team of like 30 different people. When I wrote my resignation letter, I wrote why I'm quitting this job. And I shared with everybody. I sent the message to everybody. So when he was coming back and spread lies about my letter, he didn't know that I told everybody. So everybody knew that, oh, but Mika, he said he quit because of this and this and this. And I wrote everything I wrote, it was truth. Nobody say anything. You know, one thing about our people, you have to say yes to the boss. You can never say no, whether he's right or he's wrong. And the only opinion that matters is his opinion, not yours. And that's why I walked away, because I couldn't be creative and I didn't want to stay in a place that I cannot be myself, because freedom for me, it matters a lot. I need freedom more than anything else. So when he was painting all these lies about me, people, they knew. I was not the only one that walked away. I was the first one I walked away. And guess what? After me, more like, first of all, those 30 people in that team, they also walked away. 30 people in that team, the team that I created, they walked away. And more people in the company, they walked away one after another one, because it was like a motivation. When I walked away, they knew, oh, so we can walk away. We can walk away. They began to walk away. More than 30 different people. So imagine how much that boss can hate me. He hated me so much. But 1 year later, that's when I started Swahili Nation, guys. Swahili Nation has been in the making for more than 9 years, guys. It has been in the making for more than 9 years. But when I walked away from that company, I walked away in 2019 on August. I started Swahili Nation in December 24th, 2019. That's when I started. Actually, December 25th, the day of Christmas. That's when I started. I already had channel, but that's when I started. And I started because I didn't have any other option. I started because I was pursuing my career. I started because I was pursuing my option, my passion, right? So 1 year later, fast forward. And that's what I was doing. You know, you saw me doing like YouTube I was in Korea doing YouTube full-time job, and I don't receive even a single dollar. So I was leaving because of the investment I made when I was in the company, because I was saving some money. For some reason, I believed that I was going to get married when I'm 28. So I was saving some money for wedding in faith, because I didn't even have a girlfriend, right? So I was saving money for wedding, but then I didn't know I was saving that money for myself. So when I quit, when I quit the job, for all those months from August to December, I was using that because I have to pay for the house, I have to pay for the internet, I have to pay for the bills, electricity. I have to pay for the food. I have to pay for the water. I have to pay for for everything, right? And I have to pay for YouTube because there's so many expenses in YouTube, right? There's a music in the background. There's a software I'm using, like everything, all these things, right? I need to pay for. December, life started to get hard. I'm gonna share with you guys later in detail. I'll make video for this. So it's so crazy. It's so crazy. But 1 year later, because life was getting really hard, guys. At that time, there's not even a single dollar come from YouTube because you have like 1,000 subscribers, you have 2,000, and even when it started, it reached to 50,000, but you don't really have viewers, right? And YouTubers, they basically depends on the viewers, right? But I'm living in another country, so I lost my visa, I lost all the insurance, and I have my days are running to live there, right? Because if I don't have a job, then I need to walk away. I need to leave. 1 year later, I receive a message from the boss apologizing for things he's done. Sending a message, I'm sorry, Mika, for everything that has happened. I know I didn't do right, this and this and this. And for me, I forgave him the moment I walked that room. I was like, no, it's fine. Like, I don't hate you. It's fine. But I appreciate. And then 6 months later, he sent me another message. He's asking me to go back and to work with him. People walked away on him, but it didn't matter to him because he has a lot of money. So when they walk away, he brought another people. But he always remembered me and he remembered what I did. And he asked me to go back. So I sent him a text with 5 different conditions. 5 conditions. At that time, I'm doing YouTube. YouTube, it's giving me a little bit of money. Like per month, I was getting like $200, $300 per month, guys. So my life in Korea in the last 2 years, it was crazy. It was crazy, guys. It was crazy. In a single day, share with you, in a single day, I was living under, I wanna translate from Korean money to US dollar. 5,000 Korean won. 5,000 Korean won is like, let me see here. I need to be right for you guys to know that my life in the past year, okay, I'm being very vulnerable right now. I'm being very vulnerable. I don't want to talk about this, but I'm being very, very vulnerable because there's a point I'm trying to make here. Let me write it. Not even that. It should be like 4.5. Not even that. It should be 4. No, not even that. It should be 4.2. Okay, 4.3. Should be 4.3. Exactly. So per day, guys, per day. This 1 year, guys, when you're seeing like here, Swahili Nation, doing YouTube every single day, doing reaction, per day, I was living with $4.3 one day. $4.3 one day, guys, one day. No breakfast. That $4.3 is eating lunch and dinner per day. Because there's no work, there's no job, no money. The only thing I do 24/7 is YouTube. And in a month, you receive like $200, $300. So what happened is, with that money, you're going to pay all the expenses. It reached the point where the house I was living, 5 months, I didn't pay for the rent. And I received a notice from the landlord that, Mika, you need to leave the house. You need to leave the house. $4.3 every day. I don't know how I got through, guys, but God is faithful. God, He was raising people in Korea, and I'm very grateful for so many people. God was raising people. Sometimes they will be like, "Hey, Mika," they will take you out for dinner, or sometimes they will send money to you just out of nowhere. Somebody just sent you, Mika, send to me your account, send some money. So in that week, maybe you'll have a meet a little bit, right? God, He raised people from nowhere, from the church I was attending. I'm grateful for a lot of people there. My friends, there's this one of my, that's how I was able to survive. after I quit the job. So I had to make a sacrifice to walk away from the money because I hated, I didn't want to be humiliated. I hated to be disregarded. I walked away. And after that, I had the worst moment in my life. That was the lowest point of my life. And nobody knew because I always do YouTube. I will always upload video. That was the moment I was uploading like 4 videos to 5 every single day, if you guys remember. Doing that because I was struggling to put myself back on track. But I know, and when I walked away from that job, I told myself this: I'm never going to be employed ever again. I walked away. So I didn't want to work anywhere. I was like, I'm going to build something for myself, and that's something, it will employ other people. And I want them to work in a better environment, not the environment I went through. Don't get me wrong. The place I was, I learned a lot about work, about commitment, about time management. I learned a lot, and I took the same mentality. I started Swahili Nation. That's why you see I'm dedicated. I work hard and everything because those things I learned from this. So there's a good side of me being there, but also it showed me, it taught me what kind of person I should never be. If one day I'm going to have people that are working for me, how can I act and how can I be? So, long story short, I literally left Korea because my time staying there was done. The moment I decided to leave Korea, some people came to me and say, Mika, we have some things for you. We have some internship. Please stay here. You know, you can work this. And somebody came and say, Mika, I found a scholarship for you in this one university. Please go and start masters in Korea. But I knew my time is done. I said, no, I walked away. And in fact, I was, anyways, okay, I'm not going to, let me just say, so I walked away. Life difficult. Life is hard. There's a lot of people to thank, man. There's a lot of people like, I owe them. There's a lot of people that did a lot for me in these last years in Korea. A lot of people. A lot of people. So why I'm sharing this story with you? Now I'm here. I'm back home, right? I'm back home in Tanzania. Still working on the passion and for what I love and trying to build something for Africa. And one day I'll share with you guys in detail. But why I'm saying this because don't ever be slave to money. Don't ever be slave to money. Money is good, but also money is bad. You could sell your soul just for money. You could sell yourself just for money. And you can come with excuses that life is difficult, life is hard. That's why I did this. Because everybody has excuses. Even our leaders has excuses why they're making deals that they're making. They have their excuses. Everybody has excuses. I can have my excuses. But trust me, it's not worthy. That's why the other day we spoke about don't take shortcut. Africa don't take, because a lot of us, we love taking shortcut. We love getting successful just the next day. But just 2 days, we are good. That's kind of development we want. A lot of our leaders have been making mistakes because of that in the continent, and a lot of us, to be precise and to be very honest with you. If you work for money, if you follow after money, if you look after money, I'm telling you, you're going to give up. Hey, you can learn from me. You're going to give up. You can learn from me. Because I've been doing this for a long time. That was the time that I had an increase of the subscribers. All the way they went to 100,000. So some people, they were asking me, they were like, Mika, are you paying to get subscribers? Because we see the number of subscribers is a lot, but the number of viewers you don't have. That's when people, they think that you must be earning a lot of money. Doing reactions of songs, you always get a copyright issues. You always get that. So people, they didn't know that I was making $200 per month to $300 per month. They didn't know. So don't work for money, guys. All these investors that we have in Africa, if somebody mistreats you, man, don't just say, you know what, okay, I can just, you know, okay, let me take this, let me take this. The more you're doing that, the more you're losing yourself. At the end of the day, you're going to lose yourself. You're going to lose your confidence. You're not even going to be able to stand for yourself. When you go somewhere, you stand for yourself, you feel like, oh, why do I not have confidence? Because there's someone always take confidence away from you. Someone always make you feel like you cannot talk, you cannot say, you cannot do, you cannot make it. You gotta say no to that negative energy, and that's what is happening in Africa with all these investors we have. Okay, not everybody. All right, I'm taking that back. All right, with some of people who are investing here, with some of people who are coming and bring aids. You know what it does to us? It's dismantle us. It's paralyzing us because we think that we cannot move without aids. We cannot move without loans. The only thing for us to move is to receive the loans and aids. And now you have all these military bases in Djibouti, 7 different military bases in the same place in Africa. What do you expect? What do you expect? Today in Ethiopia, crisis is going on, and you have people next country in Djibouti, not people of Djibouti. I'm talking about the U.S. military base. They're preparing to come in. And guys, don't get me wrong. I love Djibouti. All right. I love Djibouti. This is the problem of Africa, and we're addressing it right now because I have my really faithful member here, Fatou Muhammad from Djibouti. So, wow, Red Sea. Say the same thing, Mika. I say, Mika, just like you, I've worked out on a well-paid job because I was being treated like trash by the boss. Yes. Because people, when they see Africans, you know, one crazy thing that happened when I was there, I'm receiving my salary, and the boss will come, will bring somebody who needs support of money. Someone who needs support of money, she's going to university, right? And it was like, oh, this person needs money, please, let's support her. I didn't give anything. I didn't give even a single dollar to that person. And you know what? Boss got mad that you were receiving salary like almost $3,000 every month, and you cannot give even a little money for this person. And I was like, why should I give money to this guy, to this girl? Why should I give money to her? At the same time, man, there were like 3 kids from Compassion. I don't know if you guys know Compassion. The 3 kids going to school because of my money. I was bringing them to school. And this guy, he don't know anything because you don't have to tell people when you're doing stuff. He's bringing people in the company. He wants everybody to support, including you. That's how crazy it was. It's like, yeah, you cannot plan for me. You cannot think like you're supporting me. You're looking at me. You feel like I'm helping you. This and this. This is what he said later on. He said, you know, you didn't even bring your CV. I didn't bring my CV because you saw me in television in that show I show you, and you wanted me to come without my CV. I come out and I work. And today you are using that against me. Get out of here. Anyways, guys, I don't want to remember that. But if your eyes are on money, you're going to stop doing whatever you do. So, and I'll tell you the truth, guys. It doesn't, for me, I see the family is growing. I see a lot of people are joining. I see you guys, sometimes you give super chat. I see, have some members here in the family. And by the way, shout out to members in the family. Let me shout out to them, all right? Because these guys are the guys that are actually making us moving forward, all right? Let me support, let me shout out to members right now here, okay? Let me go here. I need to shout out to the members. Guys, you can join membership program as well to support what is happening right here. So let me go ahead and shout out to the members here. You guys have been amazing. A membership program, basically you just choose like every month to give a certain amount of money to Swahili Nation. So the first one is like $2.99 per month, right? And another one, I gotta see here. Got a shout out to my brothers here. Okay, let me shout out to here. Let me share with you guys here. Okay, so shout out to these guys right here. So far, we have members of this family 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members of this family. We have Ezra Negus here. That's Professor Ezra right there. Distance Cousin DC. We have Tabor Tube. We have Alma Terefe. We have John Divine all the way from Nigeria, my brother. Yared Getaune and Akili Mesele and Adis Channel. So we have these guys. They join as a distance cousin, close cousin, distance cousin, distant cousin, close cousin, distance cousin. Why distance cousin? Why close cousin? Oh, I'll be able to show you guys soon. Let me remove this. I don't want to show you some confidential stuff here. All right. Let me see here. Where can I show you guys? Member. I'll show you guys the. Where is it? It's here. I want to show you guys. I remember what am I talking about? Why distance cousin? Why? Yeah, it's here. All right, so let me show you guys. So all this stuff right here, I found it. If you are interested to join, to become a member, and to support what Swahili Nation is doing, okay, here, look at here. You see this? So we have different levels, right? We have the first one is distance cousin. You give like 2.99 per month. And then you have close cousin CC. You give 5.99 a month. And you have sibling 29.99 a month. And you have senior sibling SS 49.99. And then you have senior partner, senior SN partner 99.99. So when you give that in a month, you become a partner, literally partner of Swahili Nation. So we'll exchange our numbers, calling all the time, sharing with you our plans and everything that is going on, listening to the advice from you and everything. Senior siblings, be having some exclusive live stream just for senior siblings. SS live mentorship 29.99. Together, if there's anything that you want to learn or you want to know, you can always go through this as well. Close cousin here, random shout out like what I'm doing right now, and also distance cousin here. So you can see anything that works for you, and if you want to support anyhow, you can go ahead and choose anything. I'll share with you guys the link just in case if you're interested. You can go ahead and do so. Actually, the link is in the description of this video, but let me find here as well. Share with you guys. Membership, where's the link? Oh, I haven't been showing this a lot, so I don't even know where's the link, where I can find the link. But let me share with you guys here. I think this is the one. Yeah, you can join and become, yes, the link I shared in the comment section. Yeah, so let me go ahead and read some comments here from y'all and see what we're gonna get from there. Let me start from all the way. Yeah, that's the link to join membership. If you want, please go ahead and join to support the movement here. Mental stability is very important. If someone is bullying, harassing you, the place one comfortable environment, it affects emotional and physical. Negative mentality drain you down. Exactly. I love Tanzania. Oh, I love you. That's a real fact. Yeah, appreciate John Divine. That's a member right there. You see, so this is how your name will look like if you join and become a member. You'll have a special badge next to your name. Oh, appreciate Professor Kurisa Yorev Mika. Appreciate watching the dogs. We have to get rid of friends and America military base in Djibouti to protect the Horn of Africa. Man, not only those two, they have like Japanese, they have Chinese, they have Saudi Arabia, right, from what I heard, and like 7 of them. So it's crazy. Mika, there's a saying, is my language. Tough days will always pass, and I am glad you got through those tough days. Tough days have just begun. Let me just say that. Tough days have just begun. That's why I always ask you guys for prayers. Westerners always want Africans under their shoes, and their best way to do so is supporting corrupted and Can I read that? Leaders in Africa. They did in Egypt, Kenya, Libya, recently in their sentence is not finished. If Ethiopia wouldn't work with the Eritrean dictator that brought a lot of suffering to people, I would understand the prime minister, but I just don't trust him like that. All right. Sudan and in many countries, if Africa have best leaders, we have it all. We wouldn't be the richest people in the world. This is what's happening in Ethiopia right now. We Ethiopian with our, that's the message, he didn't finish. See, there's a discussion going on right here. Sure. Yeah, that's a beautiful one. Sure, I don't want to offend anyone. It's just I don't know what's going on there, but everybody has a voice. I don't want to offend anyone. It's just that the Eritrean dictator is not giving it his people any freedom, no economic development. He puts all the youth in the military, men and women. All right. I'll let you guys continue to discuss. Somebody here in a good note. Praise to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for all eternity. Amen. Plus from Eritrea. That's beautiful. Happy Sunday, everybody. If you're joining right now, I will share with you what I was sharing today, right? Right here. To David, it's a Psalm of David. Psalm 133. It says, how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. How good it is. How good it is. Are you God's people? That's why we're here today. That's why we're here today, guys. Bro and sisters, we must fight till the end. Believe me, even if we are poor in, I don't know what's this word, we'll win together. We Ethiopians win many, many great wars. Like this is history. War is not always. All right. We should start using our own products, especially clothes, African products for Africa. Minimize import products from the Westerners. That's a good one. When I think about how they deposed Gaddafi from power and killed him like a dog, it makes me mad to this day. Because Gaddafi was Pan-Africanist and he had great vision for Africa. That's true. He didn't do everything right, but he was good for his people because of what he brought to his people, right? And after they killed him, you know what's going on right now in... Guys, I say this, I asked this question on my Instagram before. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram, guys, the same name, Mika Chavala. I shared this. I said, why do great leaders who stand for Pan-Africanism, they're always having a lot of backlash? Why? And they always die. Remember Sankara. Sankara, he died. He was assassinated. He's the one who said that whoever feeds you controls you. He's killed. Pan-Africanism. It's a threat to the world out there. Wow, Sister Netsi was here as well. Appreciate my sister. It's always amazing to see. All right, guys, I really appreciate you. I think that will be it for this afternoon. I need to go to have lunch and to rest. Yeah, but I really appreciate it. I just had to come here at this moment, and I didn't even tell my team that I'm coming here. the dream team. So I just came here, you know, all of a sudden, because sometimes, just like yesterday when I had the afternoon session live stream, honestly, like I don't really plan these things, right? There's a moment it just happened that I know that I need to go out there, and I just go, I just do it. So I work 24/7, and anytime I can just come here and share. And if you're watching right now, God bless. If you watch later, God bless as well. Yeah. But all in all, yes, I told Eldana yesterday. Kuru, I told Eldana, Eldana, we were talking to you yesterday. Eldana, I shared the link in the comment section. And yesterday I told her to comment to say good night. And, she said, I need to sleep now. Eldana, please come. That's true. That's true, that's true, Somaliland. Somaliland, that's true. That link right there is for everybody. Guys, I'll say this again. This YouTube channel is for everyone out there who has a voice. And I believe everyone has a voice, whether you're popular or you're not. All right? Whether you have influence or you're not. Your voice matters. Whether you have this color or not. Whether you know what you're talking about or you don't know what you're talking about. All right? You don't have to know something to come to share here. Even if you don't know, you can come and ask questions, and there will always be people to answer. It's a freedom, because that's what I want. All right. And I'm in this position, and like freedom, I don't want to make it difficult for anyone there. So you always come. So if you want to raise your voice, come and raise your voice. And guys, let me say this. I realized this. This is just a free advice. All right. Free advice to my people, in Ethiopia and everybody. I realized this, that anyone who will come against His Excellency Prime Minister, I realize that there's so much tension, and so there's so much attacks, and there's so much. I realize that a lot of time. The truth is, not everyone will support someone in the regime. Even in Tanzania, a lot of people attacked Magufuli so much, and I understand, because it pained me a lot. That this guy is doing something for the country. Why are you attacking him? So I understand that, guys, you might be feeling that as well. But people always say things. People always, like, you can never shut people to say something. And they have their own right to say something based on their own evaluation they did. So we shouldn't look them as crazy one. We shouldn't think like they are lost and we are the one that we know something. We shouldn't do that, because people, they always have opinion. But what matters is for us to continue to move forward. Okay, yeah, if you don't agree, let's agree to disagree, and let's move forward. You and I know that this is important for me. I know my leader is important to me. I know what he's doing for my country. That's all matters. Some other people, they might not know it. They might not understand it. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's just what I'm saying, because our sister Netsi, she always advises us not taking sides, because that's the beginning of division. That's beginning of division. If somebody will come here and will say, you know what, I don't like your president right now. I don't like she's doing this and this and this. And then I'll be like, why you don't like her? If I do that, then what's going to happen is we're already divided. We're not going to have one Africa. And in Africa, we want to be free. Like, you can say whatever you want to say without breaking the law. It's just your opinion. We're talking about different opinions. And I love how even, Kuru is trying to talk. And Kuru is the one who suggested Eldan to come and to share her thoughts here on the live stream, right? Because we're trying to talk, right? If you have a different perspective about this leader, about it, it's okay, it's fine. You're not committing any sin. It's fine. We can just talk, have a conversation, Magufuli was trying to develop country. He was Pan-Africanism and a great man. Isaiah wants to get rid of the youth and doesn't. Yeah, so my people, let's really change our perspectives. It's very important. For one Africa, it's very important. And let's not be easy to get to be offended. Oh, for instance, I'll tell you guys. So today I uploaded a video of Kagame's speech. I'll tell you this Kagame's speech on Ethiopia. So I share this video, and because I got suggestion, right? And I didn't know, because yesterday when we went live stream, somebody said, "Oh, Kagame just went to Ethiopia." So I thought Kagame is in Ethiopia right now, and I saw these videos, but then I didn't know that these videos they came long time ago, right? One it came like 6 years ago, another one came 3 years ago. So I did my editing and everything. I shared. Oh, when I shared, so I mean, some people they understand that this guy is sharing the message of Kagame, his speech on Ethiopia, right? And he says some beautiful stuff, but some people they didn't understand, because in that video, the 6 years ago, it was the time that there's these leaders that they were also influenced, like they were in TPLF, they were together actually, when he came and visit, because he came to visit the country, so they were there in the video. So some people they really got really mad in the video. And so I was wondering, I was like, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? And it was not even a lot of people, it was like three people, I guess. So I was wondering, like, what's really going on? And I had to yes. This is what I'm saying, that people they can always have different opinions, but attacking is never a way to different opinions. It's never, because you cannot control things that people think and how people feels. You can never control. You can never control. The moment you stop doing that, the moment you are open to One Africa, because One Africa, we're not gonna always think the same. We'll think differently. You know what I'm saying? We'll have different thoughts. We'll have different thoughts, but we should learn how to get together and to agree in that. All right, now let me see that video, by the way, because I had to turn that video down and to cut down some parts, right? But then I didn't even bring it back, because I don't want to bring any misconception, because people they start to doubt. They're like, how can you start supporting TPLF? And I was like, supporting what? Like, people they can just stand on you in 1 second like that, you know. But I know my stand. My stand is always with Africa. So if you guys and I mean, anyways, if you guys are gonna doubt that, you can feel free to leave. But if you don't doubt that, then let's push this to another level, because it's important. Okay, anyways, guys, I appreciate. I see that I shared the link in the comment section, but you guys, it seems like when you don't want to be here, I will leave, but I'll let you guys continue to talk, because I see you're talking a lot in the comment section. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you. Hopefully, I will see you later tonight for the live stream. I hope. If you're not gonna be here, then I'll be taking rest. But if yes, then yeah, you guys will see. Just stay connected with One Africa. Stay connected with Swahili Nation. All right. By the way, guys, stay connected with One Africa Podcast. It's available everywhere in Audio One Africa Podcast, in SoundCloud and iTunes, Spotify. Go there, man. All these things we talk about, I post there as well for the audio. So try to support, to listen, and to stream. You can share. It'll be amazing. Stay connected with our Twitter account, Mika Chavala, and also One Swahili Nation, and Instagram as well, Mika Chavala. I'm trying to hit 10,000 followers, so help me to reach that. And yes, and let me leave you with the Wake Up Africa second part. All right, this is how I started, and this is how I am going to finish. I don't know why this video does this today. Okay, let me see this again. This video is doing something not really good today. You see what it's doing? It's not doing good. Anyways, I'm not gonna play it. I don't know what's going on with that, but yes. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you next time.